welcome to Little Talk. Yes, little things matters. So we all know that it's the season of love. Yeah, it's Valentine's season tomorrow. Happy Valentine's, yeah. So today we're going to be talking about love. Let's talk about love. Are you ready? Alright guys. So most times when we talk about or when we think about a child, a mom, a parent, or a romantic partner, the one word that comes to our mind is love. Like probably just talking love. And most times you're filled with joy, excitement, and all the the feelings, and yet sometimes you're filled with sadness and disappointment. Like love carries a whole lot in our business and our daily life, and it's crazy that we're not, it's not a natural thing like you teaching someone how to love. It's not really there. Exactly. So there is a lot about love, and we're going to be talking about that today. So Lola, what is love?
Your love is facts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So love is affection and without insecurities. Like the thing is, love has different meaning. What love means to you means something else to someone.
Exactly. Yeah.
So love is you being happy for someone else even when they are not you. And the thing is, I spoke with someone and I asked the person, guy, what's love to you?
Yeah.
And he said, love is someone who sleeps and stays with him through ups and downs.
Oh wow.
Okay, and what if the person doesn't sleep but stays with you through? Is that still love? Okay, and love to me. Love is what you need it to be. It doesn't have it doesn't just have a meaning.
Yeah.
You don't have to go with every other person's meaning of love. Love is what you need it to be. It doesn't matter when it happens, how, where, or what really happens. The thing is, love just happens in your life, and it's love.
So it's like you creating your own love, your own
love space. Create what you feel is love to you and flow with it. Catch cruise with love. It's love.
I know, right?
It's love. Don't be too serious. It's love.
And as it may sound like love, there are various types of love. There are different types of love. Like the love a mother would have towards her child is different from the love a partner would have towards the spouse. Do you understand? So there are lots and lots of love.
Different types
of love. Like there is this friendship love, like you just have a mutual friend and you guys love each other. It's a type of love, Growing up, you practically get
kind of
love, agape love, selfless love, love of Christ,
love of the body.
Yeah, everything. It's just agape love. I'm a person of agape love. Yeah. I love everybody. I'm selfless.
Don't worry,
really
we'll catch her very soon. And we also have love of the body. Love of the body. Now, love of the body is, when I say love of the body, most people think it's you loving your body.
Yeah.
It's not loving your body. It's loving the body. The body generally. When you see, that's what they call sexual attraction to people.
Yeah.
There are some people, once they just see, whether with or without your clothes, they are already in love with you. Seeing your body alone, it's love.
And I think that is infatuation. Like because you're just in love and you are being driven by those emotions and all of that.
And we also have playful love.
Yeah.
Playful love is a kind of love. People, when you call yourself friends with benefits, you guys are just there, you guys just flirt, but there's no sign of commitment, or you guys aren't thinking of any commitment at all. You guys are just friends with benefits. Now that's playful love. You guys just play with love.
Oh guys, today we'll really be diving into personal love. That's
self-love.
Exactly.
Love yourself.
So that's what we're going to be dealing with today. But then, before we start talking about that, like guys, it's the Valentine season. So babe, did you know that some people actually have a lot of relationships have a lot of issues during this Valentine period? Because probably they don't receive any gifts from the
Yes.
spouse, and before you know, they'll be like, okay, I'm breaking up. I didn't get gifts.
You mean I didn't
get
get the gifts from you?
Exactly.
Like a little.
Like, see, guys, Valentine is just a day that was set out to mark love
And
on all of. Love shouldn't be something that you do in one day.
Exactly.
It's like it should be a lifestyle, a continuous thing we do every day, in and out. Our attitude. We should give out love. We should receive love. We should give out gifts all the time. It really, Valentine really shouldn't end anybody's relationship.
You know, the thing is, vow most times vow is the beginning and the end of most people's love story.
Yeah, exactly. The beginning and the
exactly
end.
like anytime it's vow, that's when they know they love themselves. That is the only time they take themselves out on dates,
yeah.
give themselves gifts, and it shouldn't, like, you should learn to appreciate one another. Like, just, you don't necessarily have to wait for February 14th. It could be any day.
Yeah.
Babe, I want to take you out for dinner.
Nice.
I'm
romantic. And I'm going. Of course, I'm available.
With your ATM.
Anyway, guys, like we said, we'll be talking on personal love, and that will be done after a short break. Do stay tuned and go nowhere.
Don't touch that screen.
Yeah. Welcome to Little Talk. Yes, little things matters. And on this show, we are going to be touching every aspect of our daily lives that really matters but has been ignored. Little things like who in this 21st century owns a business with no social media page. And on time management, some business owners resume work by 11 a.m. And please do not tell me you're still in that relationship with a babe that asks you for 2K urgently. 2K urgently. Who does that? Or a babe that asks you to solve for her. You. Now, these are the little things we are talking about, and we are going to be sharing it with you guys. And trust me, you do not want to miss it for no reason. Now, to be part of this show, join us on Cant TV every Saturday, 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. We remain your humble host, Ihator, Kazeem, Omolola. Now, let's go!
So welcome back, guys, and it's still your show, Little Talk,
where little things matter.
Your girl, Lola. So before we went on a break, we said we're going to go into self-love.
Yeah.
Like the tips on practicing self-love. But you know, before that, what is self-love? What is self-love?
Okay. You go. Okay. I'm such a person of this self-love because I've grown to know the importance of loving yourself. Look, guys, it's very, very important to loving yourself, because I feel like if you don't love yourself, you can't give love. You know, I heard someone saying that you can't give what you don't have. It's not possible. So most times people be like, I want love, I want to be loved, I want to feel love. But do you love yourself? So that's what self-love is all about for me. It's how I feel about myself, it's the things I say to myself, it's the things I do for myself, because I love myself.
Okay, so to me, self-love has to do with confidence and self-worth.
Yeah.
If you don't feel confident about yourself, you know you're going to love yourself. And it also helps, like, it's necessary to feeling confident. You can't be in a gathering where everyone is showing self-love, and you just won't feel among, because you're not used to it. You're not used to showing love to yourself. So that being said, love cannot be taught. You know, there are tips to follow when trying to practice self-love, or how to develop this kind of love, which is self-love. So let's go.
Hi. Okay, guys, tips on how to, achieve self-love is, number one, for me, is stop comparing yourself to others. Now, most of the time, people don't see themselves. They have something, an image of somebody they want to be like. So most of the time, they be like, oh my God, I'm not like this person. They want to compare themselves to other people. So thereby, they start, shrinking into low self-esteem, and by that way, you won't love yourself because you have somebody you want to be like. You have somebody you're comparing yourself to, your friends, probably your classmates,
Even
your
strangers.
colleagues. Yeah, and you're just comparing yourself to them. You be like, okay, I can't be like them, so I'm not worthy enough. Or like, what's there to love when this is who I want to be? Like, okay, see this person, she's doing very well, and I'm not doing very well in that same field, and I'm like, okay, that means I'm not up to the level, so I can't love myself anymore. So I think that's what most people do in not achieving self-love. For you to achieve self-love, guys, you have to stop comparing yourself to others.
And have you noticed that most times when we compare ourselves, we take the worst parts of ourselves and compare it to the most successful parts of the other person.
People, yeah.
You can't compare negative with positive. Compare even if it's not even advisable to do so, and if you are on that path, just stop it. It's not helping you at all. There is this other tip on our practicing self-love, and it's tap into how it feels and looks like to be loved.
To be loved,
Most times we can't just help but not love ourselves, especially when we're in that situation where we regret doing something, or when that odd situation. So what would help you is you think of probably someone who loves you, and someone who has shown you much love. Now think, if this person was here, or if you were to be that person, how would the person react to you in that situation? The person question you, or instead try to show you love and not make you feel down. So when you think about it now, do that to yourself. And if at all you have no one that showed you love in life, think of think of something, imagine something, imagine the most kind person in the world. Now, how would that person react to you? What would that person say to you?
Then you
get those things to yourself, do those things to yourself in that situation. It helps a lot.
Another thing about achieving self-love is don't worry too much about people's opinion. Now, guys, let's talk about people's opinion. It has affected so many youth and so many teenagers, especially in high school, secondary school, because they want, people like being praised. Like people want to be appreciated. Yeah, that's the word. So most times people are so consumed and overwhelmed with the opinion that others have about them. So they tend to feed on that. And most times, what if what the other person is saying, what most people are saying are negative stuff? Okay, she's not good enough, she's not worthy enough, she's not enough, and you just keep feeding yourself that. You just keep feeding on yourself, and these are not even things you're telling yourself. So that these are thoughts from outside, but because you worry too much about people's opinion about you, you start feeling yourself, and definitely it's going to get you down. You're not going to be feeling good about what is going on, because it's going to be playing in your head because you are conscious of it. So guys, don't be worried about people's opinion, because one thing is sure in this life, people are definitely going to have their opinions.
And the funny thing is, most of these people that talk about you are people that don't want you. They don't see the good in you, they only see the bad, and that's because instead of envious of you, they want, maybe there's something you are doing they like, but because they are not the one in that situation, or they're not the one doing what you're doing, so they end up bad-mouthing you. They say bad stuffs about you because you're doing something they want to do but did not.
Even away from this stuff you said, I think why most people jump into conclusions about other people is they just see things from their point of view. They might not even know the true story of what's actually going on. They will just see things from their own point of view, and people are quick to judge. So they are throwing in words. But you personally, you know what's going on. You know the truth. You know what's happening. So that's why you shouldn't worry about so much, because people from the outside, they are only seeing what's on the outside. Do you get? So they are working with probably what they are seeing, what's on the outside. So they don't get to know, but you yourself, you know what's on the inside. So if you worry too much about what people say, or what other people's opinions are about you, it's definitely going to affect the way you see yourself and how you love yourself.
So another tip is try to be the person who shows love.
Yeah.
You cannot, like, you need to show love to people. It's also kind of make you love yourself. You know, when you do good to people, when people always come back to you with, oh, thanks for the other day, if not for you I would have done this.
Yeah.
It also make you feel loved about yourself. There, just, you know, be the person showing love to people. Whether you're getting something back or not, just show love to more people. The more you show love to people, you learn from it, and also you try to, you know, show that love back to yourself.
That's it. Then another thing about, you know, self-love that I've come to realize is, don't think that the value of being a human being is dependent on how your body looks like. I think that's a major factor in loving yourself. Most people don't love themselves is because of how they look like. Probably there's something they don't like in their body. Maybe I'm too fat, I'm ugly, I have little head, little eyes, big eyes, and because of that I can say, oh no, I don't love myself anymore because I'm not perfect like this, or I'm too slim. You know, all that leads to people not loving yourself. But you have to understand one thing, that your value is not in how you look like. It doesn't even fall into the category of like how you value yourself. It's from the inside. It's not in your body. People don't even really matter. It doesn't matter how you look like on the outside if you carry yourself very well. You know, people tend to see what's on the inside. So it depends on how you carry yourself and how you place the value on yourself. So it really doesn't go to the body.
This thing you said,
yeah,
kind of speaks to me too, because I used to.
Wow.
You know, I used to. At times I get opportunities and I see, I'm like, like, are they looking for my time? You know, like, see people there, and then look at me. I go competing with these people.
Exactly.
So much I just, you know, I back down, like, just go back. I'm like, no, I'm not in for this. Because most times I feel intimidated. You know?
Yeah.
You know, this body, you know, the thing is, before I got to appreciate myself for myself, it took me a long time. Sincerely, like a long time. And you miss opportunities.
Yeah,
you miss
a lot.
See,
of
most of these things affect our opportunities. I know how many opportunities I missed, not because someone said something or someone did something. It was because I looked at myself and felt I don't want it. Like, I'm not qualified to be in that position because of the way I look.
So another tip into, you know, achieving self-love is putting yourself first. Like, this is very, very important. You have to put yourself first in whatever you do, and don't feel bad for doing this, because, you know, people tend to want to categorize you as being selfish, but no, at that point you're not being selfish, because people really, let me take the instance of this, happens a lot with women. You know, so let me take the instance of women. You know, once they get married and they have children, you know, I don't have a child yet, but I tend to see a lot of women who go through this phase, and like, that's it. They come last, they be like, my family, my children, and my husband, my everything. They really forget about themselves. They really don't have the time to take care of themselves, you know. And at that point, you start doubting yourself, and it might even lead you to, you know, mental and emotional stress at that phase of life, which is really not advisable. Guys, let's try to always put ourselves first in whatever we do.
So another one is surround yourself with people you feel good with. Positive people, you know, positive vibe only. You know, surround yourself with those kind of people, not people you sit with and the only thing they're saying is, why you this slim? Why you this? Surround yourself, you know, work with people, be with people who make you feel good about yourself, and people that make you happy, people that make you feel you. So,
really, even sorry to cut it off, yeah. Still talking about staying with people that makes you feel used. Like I was listening to this TED talk recently, and they were talking about energy. You know, the universe is operating in some form of energy. It's some kind of vibration. So we all have energy. There is positive energy and there is negative energy. So you know when someone is giving you negative energy.
Except you just choose to ignore it.
And as somebody who is going through the journey of loving yourself, it's okay to disconnect from people who bring in negative energy. Even things that are toxic, even normal things we do that are toxic, normal activities we do that are toxic and brings us negative vibes. It's okay to like disassociate yourself from it, because at the long run, it's going to affect how we think, how we reason, and how we see ourselves.
Make room for healthy habits.
Very
very important. You need to make room for healthy habits. You don't just walk down, like do negative things to yourself, harming yourself, doing all sort of negative, and expect to love yourself. Even seeing the scars on yourself, on you, would not.
Actually, I watched the movie Swallow, and this lady would practically throw a swallow a nail. Like it's crazy. It's an issue. If you have such issues or such symptoms of hurting yourself and you become
It's a disorder.
It's a disorder. Right?
It's a disorder.
It's not self-love. It's on your way to self-destruction. And that's what we're talking about. You should learn how to love yourself and feel good about yourself. So yeah, another thing about achieving self-love is be appreciative to the simplest things in life. Really, because these things make us smile. I don't know about anybody else, but it makes me smile. Like I stay on the mountaintop where I live currently, and every morning when I wake up and maybe I'm stepping out of the house, like I tend to see a wide range of the city where I'm staying, or probably at night and I just want to step outside. I see a wide range of the city. Look, it's really the tiniest thing, but to me that set is beautiful. My view, oh my god, my view. If you should see the view, yeah, I don't know if you'd appreciate it the way I do, but the way I see it is just, oh my god, amazing. And I won't get tired of it. So yeah, be appreciative of the smallest things and the simplest things of nature. It makes you smile. It makes you feel good. Like whenever I see myself viewing the view, if that exists or whatsoever, like I really feel good about myself. I'm really happy. I'm like, oh wow, this is beautiful and the experience that I'm going through. So that's like another way to, self-love and achieving self-love.
Okay, now the thing is, you need to also take baby steps in achieving the good life that you want. Everything don't just come in a tip of an eye. You need to take baby steps, and those baby steps would really boost your confidence, and also it helps you in your self-worth. Like, what do you want? Like, how do you view yourself generally? Now, these baby steps, it doesn't just come overnight. You don't just love yourself overnight. It takes months, some it takes. So now it depends on how you are doing, and consistency is something you need to work on. You don't just love yourself 2 days, and because it's not working out or it's not coming as frequent as you want it to, then you stop and go back to your old way. No, you need to be consistent with with the steps appreciating yourself, the steps in loving yourself. It doesn't just come like that.
I know this thing about self-love. I've met people who constantly keep saying things like, oh my, I'm not worth it, I'm not good enough, I can't do anything, I can't excel well in my studies, I'm failing in my relationship. These, like, you keep complaining, you have low self-esteem about yourself and all of that. Look guys, this is where the part of you're responsible for the decisions you make in life. The earth, the universe, it's like a wild wind, and everything goes around to get. So be very mindful of what we say to ourselves. Be very mindful of whatsoever you say to yourself, because it's as if there is a tape playing in our head, and most times, just imagine you keep saying negative things. You keep saying negative. The tape is recording it, and before you know, you are living those things you are saying.
Have you ever noticed when you say negative to yourself? I don't know if it's coincidence or something.
It happens.
It just happens. It happens. So that's when people will tell you, stop saying negative things. You don't know the kind of angel that is passing.
Exactly.
These things just happen.
Yeah.
Once you say it to yourself, the next thing is you are living it.
Exactly.
It just
comes into your life
like that.
It just happens. Like it keep playing. You keep saying stuff. Like that. It's already in your head.
Yeah. So even when you're supposed to do something better and you find yourself failing, you just give up. Like, oh, I'm good for nothing. So this definitely would not work out. And there's people that also conclude about failing even before starting. Someone asks you out and I'm not good relationship doesn't work out for me. You see, as in,
yeah, you just say stuff like that.
Why would you just say you're not a relationship kind of person? What kind of person are you really? A family kind of person?
A family kind of person. Even family kind of person. Even before you get to, you have to be
yeah,
definitely.
So you can't just jump. That's what called baby steps. Yeah. You can't just jump into family without being in a relationship. Exactly. Now those things, you understand.
But you see, if anything at all, one take from it, be mindful of what you say. I think this is the core center of self-love. If you love yourself, because funny enough, these are things we do out of the unconscious. Most of the time we just say it. It's not as if we mean it. We don't mean it. We just say it. That's why you should be conscious of what you say to yourself. Like, I can do it. It's possible. Always believe in the positivity. Yeah, we are so consumed in, I don't know why, we're in the negative. Instead of saying, I can do this, you will see us say, I'm not going to do it. Like, it just comes up. It just comes out. It just happens. Why?
That's
why.
When you're I don't and the thing is, for me, even when I don't know what you're talking about, I just tell you, okay, we work towards it. Or okay, I can. Funny part, that now almost puts me in trouble.
You see?
Okay, someone asked me if I could do something. I had no idea what the person was talking about. I had no idea how the stuff is being done. But I told the person, it's a small thing. I'll do it. No problem. It was something I was really interested in.
Okay.
But I had no idea. I tried researching on that stuff. I tried doing, but it's not just for you.
Yeah.
It's not your thing. So no matter how hard you study, it just doesn't stick to your head. So I tried, and the thing, what helped me was, after deadline, and I still couldn't do it, I looked for someone who is into that line, and
it was done.
It was done. I said I could do it, but I couldn't. But then, that's how it even works.
Yeah,
you don't necessarily have to.
Okay, let's imagine you actually said I could do it, and you were able to, push forward, and it went well. Even this will also bring us to another. Yeah. So from what you just said, that brings us to another very main vital tip on how to achieve self-love, and that is, be ready to take any opportunity that life presents, or if not, create your own opportunity. So look, I am such an opportunity. I take any opportunity. If I should see an opportunity, I'm going to take it. At some point, somebody came to me and said, Faith, what do you really want to do in your life? Yes, I've been asked that question. And then, the person started listing all the things I've done. People have to watch the words they use on other individuals, because at that point, I started thinking that the things she said were enough to get my mood down and get me, all moody. But then I love myself. I knew my self-worth, and I still know my self-value. I just told her that, why can't I do all of these things? Why do I have to choose one? These are opportunities I got. Why shouldn't I go into them, most times people feel like when you don't, when you do everything, you are not focused. You
can't be a master of all.
Yes, that's
you
the
just have
word.
to pick one.
Yes, why do you have to pick one when you can do all of them at the same time? It's all about planning and balancing and knowing what you can handle. If you can handle it, why don't you go ahead? You know? So it all this boils down to self-love. If you know who you are, if you love yourself, you definitely know what you can handle and what you cannot handle. Because really, we have to stop all this mentality of focus on one and be the greatest of all time, the goat of that one. Really, why can't you like venture into all of these things that you want to go to and still, be good at it? It's very, very possible. And also, if opportunities don't come our way, we can create opportunities for ourselves. How can we do this? We can start making plans. We know what we want. We know the decisions and the goals we set aside for ourselves. And there is always routes on how to get those things done. First of all, you have to keep a positive mindset to whatever we are doing. Like, yes. It's really negative thought is something that is terrible.
And even always negative words, postpone it till after,
Keep saying this is possible, this is possible. Before you know it, to be possible, it happens a lot. It happens. And for our last tip is be kind to yourself. This is one way to achieve self-love. Be kind to yourself. If you don't get gifts from someone else, give yourself something. You are free
Take
to
yourself
buy
out.
yourself something.
It's Valentine.
Exactly.
Valentine doesn't even necessarily have to be from your spouse. It could be you showing love to your parents.
Exactly.
You showing love to your less. Just showing your colleagues. Anything. You don't necessarily have to go from your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband. Nah, it doesn't.
Or yourself. So, that's it, guys. Well,
so I think with this, it's a wrap.
It is.
I really do not want to leave you guys, having fun, and I hope you do too. But then, what has it begun with?
Yeah.
On this, would call it a day, and see you next time. Same channel, Stunt TV, STONT TV. Same time, same day.
And follow us on all social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube,
Twitter,
all social media
at
platforms.
Stunt TV, STONT.
Anyways, we still remain your lovely host, Ihator and
Kazeem.
Alright guys, bye. Happy birthday in advance.